So welcome to the Tantra Gathering online, where the world's leading Tantra teachers and sexuality experts here sharing with you how to move through change with love in your heart and how to expand your consciousness in ways you could never imagine. So join us. It's going to be a very deep, fulfilling, and expansive experience.
I think it's so important to connect nowadays, especially nowadays, to connect as much as you can with other people. And if you're in lockdown in your own home, it's more important than ever. And an event like this, I've experienced meet people from all over the world. And it's so easy, it's so convenient. And it's actually really beautiful. I was quite critical to online events before I tried it, but it's really something special.
We have discovered that also online we can really connect. So you will be surprised in the workshop that you feel not only connected with yourself, but also connected with the other participants.
The world that you wish to change has to happen on the inside. And for that to happen on the inside, that means in the comfort of your own home, you get to experience some of the greatest minds, teachers, and speakers around the world of Tantra, around the world of how Tantra can be embraced into your day-to-day life to make your relationships better, to be better in the bedroom, to be better in the boardroom, and to actually be a full human being that has all of their inner resources necessary to step into the world with true authentic power and stop blaming, shaming, condemning the outside, but knowing everything that you see on the outside is a reflection of who you are on the inside.
Things that are happening in the world can be very scary, can be very like, oh my God, what's happening? To go back to what is really the essence, what is really happening there, to really shift from projections, from illusions to really what is really happening, what is truly important to me.
The real gift of learning in this way is the opportunity to, in your body, in your ease, receive information from some of the most amazing teachers in the world that are not only telling you things they've learned, but are actually sharing with you their lived experience. Because, I know most all of these teachers, and I know that they're actually living the things that they are talking about. And that's an amazing transmission to receive. And I love that we're using this medium online to rewrite the story that we're separate from each other right now and say, instead of being separate, how can we actually be more connected than ever? And the opportunity to gather online, learn from each other, feel each other in the comfort of your own home at your own pace is actually an incredible gift at this time.
Whatever you've been going through sexually, it makes sense. If you're feeling numb, if you're feeling orgasmic, if you feel that you have so much sexual desire, or you just don't feel like making love for years, it just makes sense given what your body has been through. So whatever you may be feeling in your sexual body is just a beautiful source of information. It's a piece of wisdom about your whole life.
So the main thing is just go into your body and feel. So get present with that what is. Don't make a story out of it and just enjoy what you experience. And with this depth of experience, there will come deeper layers of understanding from within, and you don't have to search for them in the outside.
I think this time you can see as a way to go into victimhood, like, oh, this is really bad that it's happening. Or you can see it from a wider perspective, from a wider consciousness, and see that simply change is part of evolution. It's inevitable. And then I think Tantra is a really great tool to look within, like, where are we stuck? Where are we still triggered? And then you can work with the body and work with breath and sounding and movement to free yourself from old trauma, free yourself from old convictions, and to be so free in your body and so flexible that you can flow with any change around you.
There's also a component of really just letting the body fully relax and have our capacity expand to handle things. And so part of what we offer is a concrete practice to be in touch with yourself and be in touch with the people around you, so that the capacity of your field expands, so that when something stressful comes your way, it's just like, oh yeah, I can handle that. Versus when something stressful comes your way, you're already hitting a stressed system, and then it just blows out of proportion.
Come to do the work. Do the work on yourself so you can feel more centered in your being and connect with others in the same time. Because this is so important right now, that we don't lose the focus on connection, that we don't lose the focus on still staying on our practice, still committing to cleaning ourselves from the inside, committing to rewiring change that needs to come from the inside out, so we can literally co-create a new world together. But it happens one person at a time from the inside out. So these gatherings, and this one specifically, is a beautiful opportunity for us all to just dive in and see what's there to uncover, breathe, and move ourselves to more aliveness and celebrate our existence. We are alive, and that's more than magical.
I think that many people are feeling busy in their lives because the world is changing a lot and very quickly these days. So for me, the first invitation is to center. It's to really find out the core of our being, the core of our essence. And then from there, the transformation that emerges from that space is very different from just making kind of changes in the surface through our minds. So I feel that evolutionary change that can occur is coming from that much deeper place inside of us. And Tantra helps to draw us in, it seduces us into the core of our being. And so we can really recognize what our instincts and impulses and desires are on a much deeper level, and then be able to bring it into our life and into the world.
The masculine is the awareness, the consciousness, the presence that is really rooted and really grounded. And then it's much easier to go into the feminine, which is surrender, which is change, which is emotion and everything that's moving. So then we are able to surrender to this unknown. It's not a simple thing to surrender to unknown. And last year has shown us that it's a practice, and it requires a lot of courage and a lot of awareness. So with these practices that Tantra is offering that are reinforcing our masculine, so the feminine can explore even more and can be even more in surrender, then it just gives a completely different taste.
The love and change take place here, in the place that we can take responsibility for. I can't change whoever the government leaders right now. I can't decide what's going to happen in the greatest scheme of things right now, but I can decide how I'm going to show up as love and how I'm going to take care of my internal framework so that I respond and not react, so that I take care of my nervous system and I can show up, as Dara said, with solutions and opportunities and the infinite potential that we all have when we come together as love, not as fear, not as anything separate from that. When we realize that, there's nothing can stop anything. And actually all these narratives and all these dense frequencies that's trying to take the main stage of the story, it falls away because we don't actually have any desire to be a part of it.
Because one of the things I think that happens when we are overwhelmed and stressed is we default into separation, like it's me taking care of myself, and it's so hard already and so stressful already that we totally forget that within connection, actually, there's much more around and much more support to be found. So yeah, I really hope that for people that, even people that are new to Tantra and take the leap to join, that they'll get to experience the holding and the support that these practices and the connection with others can give in these times.
Even online, it's just amazing. We've done quite a lot of these kind of festivals or online workshops now, and I'm amazed every time how much tears and love and joy and feelings you can feel over the internet. It's really amazing.
So beautiful. And to also have a space where you can celebrate your love for yourself or for another person, and to be guided in ways where you just like that little bit more of magic and that little bit more of connection and that little bit more of
presence,
togetherness. It's
belonging.
So beautiful to to have those spaces that you can go into, like these Tantra festivals and this Tantra gathering.
By doing this, it's not just about pleasure. It is about the way that we treat life and the way that we experience life. So if you are stressed in these times and you're having challenges being in this time of lockdown, this is an excellent way to use your time so you could feel more connected, come to an even more deeper sense of who you are and how you feel about yourself and about life.
So let's play, let's have fun, let's cry together, and let's thrive together.
Boom!
Join me in the Tantra Gathering and take these 4 days, this opportunity to connecting with love, to connecting with each other, for you to blossom like a beautiful flower.